Good afternoon, this is Neil Spate, Thurrock Nub News, in the heart of Grays, in front of one of its most historic buildings, St Peter and St Paul's Church. It's stood for over 1,000 years, I believe, and it's been a centrepiece and a wonder in this town. I turn around, we have the new South Essex College, which is a building that caused some controversy when it was built, but it is serving a good purpose and is widely regarded as an asset to Grays. I swing round a little further and I have Thurrock Council's new Civic office extension, and this is where the controversy starts. This building it's nearly completed and was given the go-ahead to be designed and built by the minority of councillors. The ruling Conservative cabinet overrode a decision by the full council not to go ahead with this project. At the time it was going to cost around £10 million. That cost has soared, we believe, to around about £26 million, but it is possibly going to go a lot higher than that. What we've also discovered this week, and we believe this to be true, but the council are not answering any questions, but I'm about to introduce you to a gentleman who may be able to give us some idea, is that this is a blueprint built from scratch on a clean sheet of paper. And yet again, Thurrock Council appears to have made a major calamity. Councillors went in for the first time this week and saw the new super Civic chamber. It's great. It's got fantastic new technology. It looks good. It feels good. The only problem is it's not very good because it's got 35 seats for councillors, and anybody who knows anything about Thurrock Council knows that it actually has 49 councillors. So what's gone wrong? I don't know. The council won't tell us. I've spoken to a couple of councillors who have seen it. They don't know. They're not getting answers. And another man who's not getting any answers at all is John Kent, who's the leader of the Labour opposition group on the council, who attempted to see for himself this morning. But John, you tell us what happened today and what your thoughts are about what's happening in this building behind you.
Neil, the building actually opened on Wednesday. The cabinet met there on Wednesday evening. There was another subcommittee or working party that met there on Wednesday evening. I couldn't get there on Wednesday, so I'd made an appointment to go in and see things for myself this morning. When I turned up, I was told that I wasn't allowed to go and see the chamber. I wasn't allowed to go and see any of the members' area.
So let's just get that. So you're the longest serving councillor in Thurrock, I believe?
Neil, it's really not about me.
But I know it's not about you.
I'm an elected...
You're a democratically elected councillor here to oversee and hold things to account and make sure that everything's done with due diligence, and you were not allowed in this building, in the chamber.
I wasn't allowed up the stairs to see any of the area that's meant for members.
Right.
So the council chamber, the committee rooms, the areas where members will sit and work. And the fact is, Neil, I really wanted to go in there because I've had members from all political parties and no political party have been in touch with me to say the chamber just isn't big enough. 49 councillors, only 35 seats. This is costing £26 million. They had the opportunity here to build something that was spectacular and was good. I was against it from the start. Local people don't want the building. The majority of councillors didn't want the building. But in politics, you have the debate, you have the fight, you win, you lose, you move on. I was ready to move on. I now find that they've managed to spend £26 million on something that isn't fit for purpose. They couldn't even count up to 49. It's an absolute disgrace.
Yeah. And you've not had. I understand you've been trying to get some answers, like Nub News. You probably know Nub News. They will not answer questions now from Nub News because we've been trying to hold them to account over so many things. Things like, for example, I believe it's £40 million overspent A13 project, the Stanford railway station, which is going to cost tens of millions of more than it ever should have done, and innumerable other things that this authority just at the moment can't seem to get right. I mean, how do you really feel about what's going on?
No, you can list them. A13 should have been completed before 2020. £40 million over budget, still not ready. Stanford railway station, the portfolio holder told us he guaranteed it wouldn't go above £20 million. It's now going to be £30 million. And we have the building opposite that local people didn't want, that councillors didn't want, that's costing around £26 million at least and isn't fit for purpose. I despair. I live here. My family live here. We want Thurrock to be the best that it can be. We all share that ambition, but frankly at the moment we're being failed, and the council seem to have absolute contempt not only for the public in Thurrock but for elected members that are there to hold them to account too.
Thank you for that. Clearly it's a heartfelt opinion. We will keep asking the questions. I'm sure you will keep asking the questions. Whether we get any answers, we'll wait to be seen. Whether we actually get in this chamber in the near future to see for ourselves, we'll have to wait and see. There it is behind you. As I say, time will tell what happens, but it really is very, very shocking.